What is up, everybody? Patty Schnee here again today, back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be checking out the collaboration between Starset and Breaking Benjamin on the song Waiting on the Sky to Change. Now I am super excited for this song. However, I have heard this song before. If you don't know, this song is actually an old Downplay song, which is the previous band that Dustin Bates was in before he started Starset. And I really like that song. I really like Waiting on the Sky to Change. I actually, before they released this version of this song, I've listened to that song many times over. I definitely think it is one of the best Downplay songs that there is. And so I'm excited to see what they do here. So maybe I'm not as excited about this song just because I've already heard the song. But they're really going to have to knock this out of the park. I'm really excited to see what kind of unique instrumentation they add to it. Hopefully they do. They don't do something like Aurora-ish. They don't do something weird like that. And I'm also very excited with the Benjamin Burnley feature on this because, I've heard bands before being like, well, we're featuring Breaking Benjamin, or we wrote a song with the members of Breaking Benjamin. And most of the time it's Keith Wallen. And no offense to Keith Wallen, I love his music. I love his writing. He's a great writer. In fact, the song he wrote with Red, Sever, is actually a fantastic song. And I forget the name of it, but he's featured in a song with Love and Death on their new album. And I love that song too. But when I hear somebody say featuring Breaking Benjamin, you gotta have Benjamin Burnley's vocals in it. It's not really featuring, I mean, it kind of is, but it's not really featuring Breaking Benjamin. It doesn't have Ben Burnley. So I know for a fact they have Ben Burnley in this song, and I'm excited to see what's up with it. So without further ado, let's just jump right on into this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to pause this too many times through because I know you guys are going to get annoyed, but that is how you make an old song new. That's very Starset-y now, and it's awesome, and I think maybe they tuned it down lower than it was. If not, changed it to sound really low. There's a lot of low end there. Something in the air, burning ions in the oxygen are on the glow, a feeling everywhere, premonitions of the storm that comes, but I won't go. I'm done running towards the eyes of tornadoes, pretending this is home. I breathe in the atmosphere, let it wash over my fear of these heights as I transcend, become whole again. I breathe in the atmosphere, let it take me out of here. I won't live life in the rain, waiting on the sky to change. Oh, I love this video, by the way. It looks super sick. And, oh man, it's just so good so far. I've been frozen since that day. I saw my clear blue skies as they turned to gray in front of me. Ben's vocals sound good, but they sound a little different. It's hard to find my way. Can I rise above when giving up is all I know? I'm done running towards the eyes of tornadoes, pretending this is hope. I breathe in the atmosphere, let it wash over my fear of these heights. Come on.
Become whole again. Become whole again. I breathe in the atmosphere. Let it take me out of here. I won't live life in the rain. Waiting on the sky to change. Waiting on the sky to change. Waiting on the sky to change.
Well, there is that classic Dustin Bates scream that we've been waiting for the past like two freaking albums. Like, I'm not saying he hasn't screamed on the last two albums, but like that scream right there is almost better than almost any scream on the last album, on the last Horizons album. It's so good. I don't think there's I'm pretty sure there wasn't a scream in the original song of this. Um Also, I never in my life thought I'd hear Dustin Bates and Ben Burnley in the same song screaming back and forth. Like, it's just so beautiful. It's so great to hear. Um, yeah, I don't really know where to start with this song just because, like I said, I've heard the song before. One thing I will say is it definitely takes it a step up. Like, I've always liked this song, but I've always thought it was maybe a tiny bit stale. But of course, you add those amazing instrumentals, those amazing like production qualities and aspects into it, and it just makes it so much more beautiful and huge. Maybe one mixing critique I have of it, and I'm not a professional mixer, but I do mix my own music, would be that there's so much in the low end that there's not as much chunk in the high end. And so I feel like if you probably if you listen to this on like a device that didn't get much low end, you wouldn't hear as much of the chunk. You'd probably hear just more of the violins and stuff like that. It just means that you need to listen to it on some good headphones. That's pretty much it. Or listen to it in your car or whatever, just to get that nice chunky low end. And this song does have some great low end. Another thing I'd like to say about this is I think one of the best aspects of this song, even though it is, an old song, and this has more to do with when Dustin wrote this originally, is the lyrics. I really think the lyrics of this song are just fantastic. They're such I love it. I love it how Dustin can take kind of regular everyday feelings that all of us feel. The idea that like maybe our dreams are kind of falling apart, or situations in our life are not going the way that we want them to. Um, you're waiting on the sky to change. You're waiting on your life to become something more. I also really like the line, going deaf from the sound of rain. Like, that's such a weird thing. That's such a weird way to describe it. I wouldn't ever think of like my number one problem when it comes to rain and waters rising would be drowning and thinking of that. But the line, going deaf from the sound of rain, basically these storms in his life, these things that have happened so much, they've made him go deaf. He's like numb to it. It's just beautiful the way he paints this picture. And that's why I've always loved Dustin Bates lyrics. Like, they're just fantastic. One thing I would say though also is that Benjamin Burnley's vocals on this, they're produced so similar to Dustin Bates that he kind of sounds like Dustin. Um, they're distinguishable enough. You know who is who, and you know that like he's on this track, so you know it's him. Um, but they're and I think it's good, to kind of blend him in with the track. But I would have liked to hear a little more grit in his voice, a little more raw Ben Burnley kind of voice. I don't know. His voice seems to be getting a lot more processed nowadays, and the same with Dustin Bates, but the difference is that we're so used to Dustin Bates' voice being over processed, being very processed, that we like that's like his sound. But with Ben, it's not necessarily his sound, so it just blends into the track more. But like overall, like I'm absolutely hyped with this song. The main thing this song makes me want is more Breaking Benjamin. I am starving for a new Breaking Benjamin album. New Breaking Benjamin, just a single. Can I just get one new Breaking Benjamin single? Like, that's all I'm really asking for. And I also heard, I've heard speculations that Starset and Breaking Benjamin, like maybe they're working on some kind of EP together or something, which would be super sick. Like, I'm cool with this song, but if they went whole hog and did like a full EP of just like featuring each other, collaborating, that could be huge. Especially if there's some new, fresh, new songs on there. Now, the idea of taking downplay songs and using them as Starset songs is nothing new. If you didn't know, My Demons and Carnivore were both downplay songs before, downplay fell apart and Dustin Bates switched over to Starset. Um, but I do want to hear some new stuff, and I honestly am chill. Like, I don't really care if Starset releases anything new in a while. Like, I know they released this, but it's not technically new. Just because Horizons is such a great album that it has me set for at least another year. But like, can we just acknowledge that Dustin Bates has been grinding lately? Like, I did not expect a new Starset album so close after um, Divisions. Like, it seemed like it was a really quick turnaround, and it's their longest album yet, Horizons. And yet we have another waiting on this guy to like he's just grinding, and he deserves it. They're fantastic. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I could probably talk a lot about this just because it's such a seems like such a huge thing to me. Both of my favorite bands just teaming up. But let me know your thoughts on this track in the comments below. What is your favorite part? Uh, do you think that there may be something in the works for more of this in the future? And are you starving for a Breaking Benjamin album like I am? One more thing I would say before I leave is speaking of new music, I do have a new track coming soon. It's called Losing Blood. I haven't set an official release date for it, but I do have the track buttoned up and finished. I just need to get the artwork done. And guys, this track is heavy. I do some screaming on this track for the first time in my life, and I think it really works. I, it's just awesome, and I'm planning on making a video that kind of includes it a little bit. You'll see what I mean when I drop that. But go over to In Space Tension. Check out my Spotify. Follow me if you're not following me. I do this for my music. Really, the reason I haven't been doing much to YouTube lately is because I'm just like working on my music, and that's what matters to me. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you later in the next video. Peace out.